Hi, it's Patrick Ash, author and guitarist. This is my list of debut albums I consider to be the artist or the band's greatest. Killers of Metallica are not on here. See my sophomore albums video for that. Starting off with Jason Becker, legendary virtuoso. Perpetual Burn is a definitive album. His later albums are all miracles given his struggle with ALS, but this is a definitive album you need to hear. Now, next up, classic rock Boston. Their self-titled debut was fantastic. I know this is a best of, but all those kind of like definitive tracks that are great about Boston, check them out on their debut album. And then we have punk rock with The Clash. London Calling is great. It's very variegated. I love that. But this first album was riffy and catchy, and like you can see the appeal of UK punk. Check out that album. And next up, going to 90s alternative live. This is another best of, but Mental Jewelry. Like they had Public Affliction and a few other things before then, but their first album, Mental Jewelry, amazing bass work from Patrick Dahlheimer. Definitely my favorite there. And then Yngwie Malmsteen. Many don't like his shredding and wanking and whatnot. I get it. However, neoclassical metal and that really baroque riffy side of it, it's full display on this first album, Rising Force. Definitely check it out. And then Merciful Fate, Melissa, amazing. Speaking of riffs and just great songwriting, the eeriness of metal, and it's also very catchy. Yes, Don't Break the Oath is great too, but Melissa is my hands down favorite there. You can see why it's so influential to Metallica and other bands. Then we have, of course, Blizzard of Ozz from Ozzy Osbourne. Diary of a Madman, also amazing. Both are Randy Rhoads' legendary albums. If I had to pick one, though, I keep going back to Blizzard. It's just fantastic writing all through. And back to 90s alternative, I go with Spacehog, Resident Alien. They had some decent later albums, but this first one, I know they were a one-hit wonder with In the Meantime, but this one should have been a one-album wonder. I'll put it that way because it's great, start to finish. And speaking of the 90s, we have Stabbing Westward, another best of. But their first album, Ungod, is amazing. You should really hear it. Wither and Darkest Days are also great, but if I had to pick one, I go with Ungod there. And speaking of 90s, Stone Temple Pilots, a little grungy. I like Core the most. There's a production quality that seems to work. I don't think it's overproduced. And No Memory there's an atmospheric element. Some of the later stuff, Purple, of course, and others are really good, but ultimately I go Core. And then, of course, Van Halen, their monumental first album, just fundamentally changed hard rock, heavy metal guitar work. You really need to give them credit there. And then a little indie one, Vast. First album was greatest. Thank you.